Hello everyone and welcome back to my The Young and Restless 24 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. A deliverance charge for Sharon to take place. Will Phyllis survive or die, however? Meanwhile, Holden meets Claire Grace. Summer to beget some problems for Kyle and Claire. In fact, Summer doesn't just get in the way this time, but outright causes issues with the new couple. Summer eavesdropped Kyle's romantic plans for Claire. Summer doesn't want them getting any nearer than they formerly have. Now that Summer knows Kyle isn't in love with Claire yet, she'll use this romantic night for Claire to her advantage. Suckers recall that Kyle and Diane Jenkins had a long discussion about Harrison. Diane was eager to babysit little Harrison during the emendations. With the family living out of a hostel, Diane offered to watch Harrison. Unfortunately, it sounds like Summer's diversion might stop Diane and Jack from babysitting. Of course, it's also possible that Summer uses another tactic to divide Claire and Kyle. Summer's diversion could have Kyle running late. So, Claire sits at the bar and orders a strong drink. That's when Holden approaches Claire, which is odd. Claire seems caught off guard, but could she form a love connection with Holden? There's also the fact that Damien ordered Holden back to Los Angeles. Holden also told Audra that he's about to board an airplane. Easily, Holden isn't at the field, so what happens with Claire? Over at the abandoned psychiatric sanitarium, Phyllis drank poisoned water. While Sharon is enough sure she set up the cure, it's just as likely it'll finish the job. Phyllis will die either way, so her stylish bet is to take the bottle Sharon is offering her. Of course, there's no way that Phyllis will ever want to credit Sharon with saving her life. So, this is quite the intriguing double bind. It's also possible that in order for Phyllis to be civil, Sharon had to save her life ever. Was this all part of the prisoner's plan? An intimidating twist for Sharon and Phyllis Summers. The prisoner's scary twist will bring a fight to survive, so let's bandy what Phyllis and Sharon will be over against. Right from the launch, Sharon and Phyllis's abductor made it clear that the stakes couldn't be advanced. They were informed that the only rule that held any weight was that the game was consummate, and the ultimate price was their survival. Yet, it seems that Sharon and Phyllis are on the point of breaking free from the constraints assessed upon them. This might prove to be a dangerous choice, as their prisoner is particularly fixated on the strict guidelines established. When Phyllis suffers from poisoning while in their prisoner's clutches, the nipping reality of their situation will come incontrovertibly clear. Sharon is on the point of unraveling a puzzling mystery to secure the cure for Phyllis, but as the pressure mounts, they'll come to the stark consummation. That's the consummation that they urgently need: a solid escape plan, and presto. Still, it looks like their dilemma is about to take a minatory turn, as they're walking straight into a trap. Their prisoner might concoct a challenge to test their resoluteness, but there's a brewing peril that they could stumble and lose everything. Still, fear will probably gulf both Sharon and Phyllis, driving dire consequences they no way saw coming, if the kidnapper declares it game over due to their incapability to follow the rules. What if there's a lemon hidden down in that room? The ticking timepiece might start. Formerly Sharon and Phyllis stumble into that dangerous situation we bandied. Anyhow, of what happens, the rearmost teasers reveal that Phyllis and Sharon will soon be gulfed in a hopeless battle for their lives. Teaming up will be essential as they strive to endure long enough to escape this chaos. Naturally, it's likely that these dangerous challenges will remain a crucial aspect of the game. This might be a cunning ploy orchestrated by the architect behind this operation, designed to heighten the stakes and impel Phyllis to authentically unite with Sharon. Anyhow, of the intent, both Sharon and Phyllis will really feel as though they're facing lesser pitfall than ever ahead. Alan was involved in an identity exchange with his demented family. Alan won, with Martin decaying in Paris, France. The portentous preface of Aristotle designedly leaves numerous plot possibilities open. Assuming the spelling of the last name is correct, grounded on unconfirmed enterprise, Dumas has an intriguing origin. It's a French surname. It could be a pure coexistence that the reclusive billionaire businessman has a French name. But cleaner pens frequently work with intention. So, whether Alan survived or Martin did and has been posing as him, might Aristotle be the mask he's been hiding behind for times? Tracy hasn't had an easy path through the cleaner times. Lauren notoriously wearied her in days gone by, believing that she was beneath her socially. Colorful trials and agonies with suitors and misters, including Danny, Brad, and Steve, played out. Her marriage to Brad created Tracy's only child, the late and cherished Colleen, who drowned. Alan was introduced through his fellowship with Ashley while Davidson's character was seeking internal health treatment from him in Paris. That led to his eventual appearance in Genoa City, Wisconsin, and his quick fall into love with Tracy. It would be terrible for her if Alan didn't prove to be who he claimed to be. This sense good story has included the stereotyped black pall hanging over it because of the natural Martin enterprise. Alan's unstable family pretended to be him and brazened Alan in Paris. The sisters fought and fell out of a window onto the ground below. While they were high up, Alan is believed to have lived because he landed on top of his family. But the entire sequence was shown to the followership, and that felt purposeful. The below allowed real mistrustfulness to be fitted into the addicts' minds. Anyone would wonder if an identical binary impersonating his family and was considered unrighteous survived the fall. Martin could have survived and has pretended to be Alan ever ago. It's frequently intriguing when a new character is introduced. How that's handled adds to the conspiracy and gives observers a hint of what's to come. In this case, Aristotle is said to be a isolate who has no way been seen. This person is believed to be a Joe. Assuming that's true, Martin could be this person. Still, if insecurity is a family particularity, a different stunner means that Alan survived the fall and is also Aristotle. He could have lived a double life for times or posed as a croaker while growing his global empire. Aristotle's missing backstory allows the pens to fill it in as they like. It also means that the followership can presume, connecting Alan or Martin to him until this proposition is proven wrong. Phyllis Summers and Sharon are dealing with a lot thanks to the chaos that their abductors unleashed. Sharon and Phyllis are trapped with no way out except to play the game their prisoners demanding, and indeed if they win, they aren't sure what'll be coming. Still, it won't be long until Sharon and Phyllis's awful fire eventually ends. Phyllis and Sharon will ultimately score their freedom, so it's time to start allowing about what the future's going to look like. This experience could transfigure both women, but we want to concentrate on Phyllis for a moment. There are at least 4 ways Phyllis could change after the hijacking, so let's consider the new paths she might head down. For starters, Phyllis and Sharon might actually learn to get along through the horror they've dealt with together. The game seems designed to help Sharon and Phyllis make peace, so they may take way toward that in the end. Sharon and Phyllis aren't going to be stylish musketeers, but they may find themselves suitable to make small talk without launching bitter arguments. Phyllis and Sharon will hopefully learn to admire each other further than they've in the history, so commodity positive could come out of this mess. No matter who's behind this hijacking, you can go Phyllis will want vengeance. Phyllis formerly had a revengeful side before this agony, but it's going to get indeed worse in the fate. Phyllis may make it her charge to ensure the person responsible pays the price, indeed if the game was maybe done by someone with peacemaking pretensions in mind. Sharon and Phyllis have suffered anyhow, so Phyllis will want to see their prisoner's downfall. Of course, Phyllis may also get serious about her love life after this memorial that life's short and you have to go after what you want. Shortly before Phyllis was snared, she had a romantic dream about Billy that left her taken suddenly. That may have been a hint about the man Phyllis is going to concentrate on once she's free again. Phyllis may latch onto Billy and consolidate their connection once she's actually suitable to dive into the adventure they've planned. Phyllis and Sally were formerly fierce rivals, but they've telephone effects down more lately. Although Phyllis still pushes Sally's buttons and thinks Billy deserves better, Sally's done her stylish to avoid engaging in too important conflict. That could change if Phyllis emerges from this prison extremity and Flat Jewel starts pursuing Billy. Phyllis will try to win Billy back, so that could completely reignite her contest with Sally and bring some instigative scenes. Phyllis could make updates to her life and the fate of her hijacking fire, so stay tuned for further news on her coming chapter.